Hey world, Justin KH here. Recently finished writing my memoir, Adopted for Sex, Surviving Complex Trauma. Today is the 5th day of the free promo on Amazon Kindle. It is available in paperback as well, but if you haven't downloaded your copy yet, go ahead and click on the link and make sure you download your copy on the ebook before it expires tonight at midnight. As usual, I'll be doing excerpts out of my book. For day 5, I'll be reading out of chapter 13. We estimate Renee to be your full biological sister at a 45.1% match. I kept reading it in disbelief, at which point I started crying, but this was a different cry than I had made before. Why would someone say something like that? I just found it odd that randomly you would message someone and say you were their full sibling. It felt like heavy anxiety, but I couldn't seem to catch my breath as I looked at photos of her. I didn't recognize her, and immediately I started feeling very guilty at this fortune. I knew adoptees in the community that had spent thousands of dollars, hours of research, and posting anything that could get notification of a family member. And here, Renee just dropped in my lap. I didn't know she existed and never intended on trying to find a sister when taking the DNA test in 2015. So the kind of the backstory to finding my sister in 2018 was my dad had been released from prison in 2017. Mentally, the trauma symptoms and the nightmares and everything started about 3.5 years before he was released. It was like my body was preparing for it. It was really crazy on that. So, of course, I'm very depressed. I'm anxious as all get out. I'm not in a good space in 2017. So in 2018, when it popped up, that Renee, matched up with me on 23andMe, there was a lot of kind of guilty feelings of, I think someone maybe more deserving should have deserved this. It was difficult with me because making new relationships are very, very difficult. There's trial and error, and I test people. Anybody who's really known me has probably been tested by me and knows exactly what I'm talking about. And it's just my way of seeing if you're going to reject me, or am I going to scoot first and just make an excuse saying, oh, okay, I think we're done. So having all of this news, and I mean, what luck, to find find out that we were both adopted to the state. She went to California, I went to Minnesota. We have some difficulties as far as communication goes, and that's just because we're both adoptees, and I think that we both have our own the own trauma that we deal with, our own thoughts and actions and everything that goes in as far as trying to communicate with somebody. I'm very glad I found her. I have a biological niece and nephew. They're super cute. I never thought that I would have biological family in my life. And, I'm fortunate now to have nieces and nephews, biological, step, and through adoption. So I'm very, very blessed in that way. So yeah, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch the video. Stay tuned for other videos, be more educational, but I'll put those up every now and then. So thank you again for joining me. Have a great day.